Hi boys and girls, Miss Lawrence is here again to read another story with you called Henny Penny. So Henny Penny, what I want you guys to take away from it is to go with your gut instinct no matter the situation or what's happening. You always go with your gut instinct. So before we get started, I have a couple questions that I want to ask you guys. So looking at the title, Henny Penny, what is one thing that you notice about the title? Okay, and now looking at the illustration on the cover, what do you think is going to happen in this story? Alrighty, so let's continue and see what is going to happen. So Henny Penny lived with her friends in a wonderful kingdom of forests, meadows, and ponds. It was as perfect as a place as you could imagine, unless you were Henny Penny. One morning, Henny Penny was talking with her friend, Ducky Lucky. The sun was shining and the sky was blue. Breezes played with the leaves of the trees. "What a perfect day," said Ducky Lucky. "Yes," said Henny Penny. "I just hope it doesn't get too hot or too windy or, oh my goodness, what if it rains?" Ducky Lucky shook his head. "You worry too much. Why don't you go look for something to eat?" "All right," sighed Henny Penny. "I suppose I could hunt for some nice crunchy bugs." So Henny Penny wandered down the road, picking and flicking and pecking and checking. Finally, she stopped under an old oak tree. Bugs and grubs were everywhere. "Well, these look tasty," said Henny Penny. "I only hope I don't get sick from eating too much." Just then, the wind puffed through the branches of the oak tree. It loosened an acorn. The acorn fell straight down and clunk, hit Henny Penny on the head. "Ouch," cried Henny Penny. "What was that?" She looked around, but didn't see anything. "My goodness, the sky must be falling. I must go and tell the king." So is it possible for the sky to really be falling? I've never seen the sky fall, have you? Henny Penny fluttered back down the road. Soon she passed the pond where her friend was still swimming. "What's wrong?" asked Ducky Lucky. Henny Penny didn't even stop. The sky is falling, and I must go tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Ducky Lucky. "I remember when you lost a feather and you thought your wing was coming off." "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "I tell you the sky is falling." "Then I'll come with you," said Ducky Lucky, and he jumped out of the pond. Soon they came upon Turkey Lurkey, who was gobbling berries from a bush. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny and Ducky Lucky. "We must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" said Turkey Lurkey. "I remember when you—" "Ducky Lucky believes me," said Henny Penny. "Besides, look at this bump on my head." "Well," said Turkey Lurkey, "if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you, then it must be true." He spit out the berries and joined them. Next, they saw Goosey Lucy arranging some twigs in her nest. "What's the matter?" she said. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, and Turkey Lurkey. "We must go tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Goosey Lucy. "I remember—" "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "I tell you, the sky is falling." "Well," said Goosey Lucy, "if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you, and Turkey Lurkey has joined you, then it must be true." And she began waddling beside them as fast as she could. The four friends were nearing the forest. Cocky Locky was roosted on a tree branch, practicing his crow. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Why are you running?" "The sky is falling," cried Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, and Goosey Lucy. "We must go and tell the king." "Are you sure?" asked Cocky Locky. "Look at this bump on my head," said Henny Penny. "The sky is definitely falling." "Well," said Cocky Locky, "if you have a bump and Ducky Lucky believes you, and Turkey Lurkey has joined you, and Goosey Lucy says it's so, then it must be true. And he fluttered down from the branch. Now the 5 friends hurried into the forest. They had gone only a little way, then Foxy Loxy stepped out from a cluster of trees. "Oh my," he said, "you all look so distressed. Whatever is the matter?" "The sky is falling," said Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. "We must go and tell the king." So before we go any further, what is one thing that you notice about all of the characters' names in this story? What do they all have in common? "Why, of course you must," said Foxy Loxy. "Listen, my friends, I know the king very well, and I also know a shortcut to the palace. So follow me. There isn't a moment to lose." Oh no, this can't be good. The fox led them further into the woods, down a twisty, turning trail. "Are we almost there?" asked Henny Penny. "Almost," said Foxy Loxy. "But oh dear, you all look so tired. We should stop at my den for a moment. You can meet my family and rest for a while." "Yes, please," said Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. "Right this way," said Foxy Loxy. As they walked, he told them about his lovely wife, Roxy Loxy. He told them about his 4 little Loxies, Moxie, Soxy, Poxy, and Doxy. What he didn't tell them was that all 5 were sitting around the dining table waiting for Foxy Loxy to bring home dinner. "Well, here we are," said Foxy Loxy, stopping in front of a low rock ledge. He bowed and waved his arm towards a dark opening underneath, and Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Lucy, and Coxy Loxy all marched down into the fox's den. Oh no, what is going to happen? Now, 2 things didn't happen after that. The sky didn't fall, and no one met the king. But Foxy Loxy's family still talked about the wonderful feast they had that day. So, that was a very fun and exciting story, but unfortunately, it didn't end the way that we thought it would. So, before I leave, there is one thing that I want you to think about. Has there been anything or a time that you thought it would be okay to do something and it ended up going bad? Just like what happened in our story? Think about that. And what could you have done to change it? Did you know in your gut that it wasn't going to end good? Or how did that happen? Well, boys and girls, I'm going to leave you on that thought and think about it. Next time, go with your gut instinct. Until then, I will see you all later, and I cannot wait to read another story with you guys. Bye, guys.